Welcome, welcome. We're very, very happy to welcome you to a new edition of our show titled Speak of Africa. Before we begin the show of today, we would like to thank you, our subscribers, and our friends on social media. We've noticed that more and more people are following us and subscribing and becoming our friends on Facebook. This is what we wanted to do from the very beginning. We are very happy it's beginning now. So it just shows us that you appreciate what we are doing and you've been communicating with us. We love that. And we also try to communicate with you immediately. Whenever you send a message, we reply. So this is what we've really been dreaming about, and it's happening. And we thank the Lord Jesus for making this happen for us and for you. When we started this show, we wanted to create a platform. We wanted to give you a voice so that you can articulate your messages. Most of you are really struggling with dictatorship in different parts of Africa. And we wanted to free you. We wanted the dictators to set you free. So the way you can be free is by being able to say what you want and express yourself and live a life of liberty. So with this show, we have set on the path of making this happen. And already, so many of these dictators are worrying about us. But we tell them, don't worry. In fact, a few days ago, we noticed that two of the inner guys in Paul Biya's government were targeting moves towards us. But we tell them to be careful because we have already received a lot of information about them. Two of these guys are actually closeted homosexuals. We don't have any problem with homosexuality. A lot of our friends are gay and lesbians. But what we're saying is these two individuals should be careful because we've received a lot of tapes showing them in very funny ways, pictures, showing them naked, nude, okay? We give them 2 weeks. If they don't behave, we're going to publish these pictures and videos showing them having sex with other men, okay? So warning them to be careful. If they don't act well, we're going to put these pictures, publish them on social media. So we know their names. We're not going to call their names today because we have important business to do. But we're just warning them in the name of God. If they try to make any more moves, we're going to publish these pictures and videos, and we're going to embarrass them. So let them be careful. We're not going to call their names, but there are two of them, and we say, be careful, guys, because we got you. These pictures were sent to us, the videos were sent to us by people from La République du Cameroon. We have these pictures, and we have the videos. So if you're not careful, we're going to publish them. So we ask you to be careful. If you're not careful, you'll see what will happen next. We have a lot of information for you today. The show of today, we're going to base it on something that is happening. As we've always told you, we want this show to be on cutting-edge news. We want to make you to understand whatever is happening. What is happening today is the Mueller report. Donald Trump is in trial. He's in trial, okay? So we want you to look at what has been happening. The Mueller report is really going to disclose all of this. So today, the report is going to be released, even though we're going to get the redacted version. But we already know everything about this investigation, which we're going to share with you. We're going to shed light so that you understand all the nuances, okay? We're even going to compare this report to a revenge tragedy, okay? So before we go there, we want to begin first with the Holy Week. So how was your Holy Week? We are Christians, and we also like to share Christian messages with you. The Holy Week was good. We enjoyed Palm Sunday, and we were very, very active in our church. We hope you were also active in your church. For those who are Muslims or Jewish, we hope you were also busy in your own religious order. So we are very, very tolerant. The fact that we are Christians, it doesn't mean we are against Jews or we are against Muslims. We believe in brotherhood. We believe in sisterhood. So whatever your faith is, we encourage you to worship and do well. So we're very, very happy with what has happened. And now we're telling you what started us was Notre Dame burning. The church, the cathedral in France was burning, and this was really sad news for us. So we tell you that this was not really good, and we really feel sorry for the people of France. Yeah, the church burning was really sad for us, and we really feel bad for what happened, and we commemorate with the people of France, okay? We commiserate with the French people. What we don't like is the colonial cruelty that their government has been exercising in Africa. And even though we feel sorry for the people of France, some of our viewers, like you, have been telling us that they feel this burning is really punishment from God. It looks like God is punishing some of our Catholic brothers and sisters in France who have just been sitting silent in the face of cruel colonial policies in Africa that are resulting in a lot of people dying. Look at like what is happening in Amazonia. A lot of people are dying, but the French Catholics are not saying anything. They just keep quiet and just watch. We want to be the gadfly, the social gadfly. We want to be the messenger of God who takes this message and tells people it is wrong to kill people. It is very, very wrong. The Bible says, thou shalt not kill. That's one of the 10 commandments. When we see people killing other people, we say, please, let's do what the Bible asks us to do.
$250 to $6,000. Quick tax refund advance made easy. It's tax season 2019. The Christmas and New Year holidays are over. Everybody's talking about the PJ Tax Service, the new kid in town on H&R Block's block. Why? Money, money, money. Spread the good news. Quick tax refund advance is here. It's big, bigger than ever. Put big money in your pocket fast. PJ Tax Service. Nobody gets your tax money back faster, instantly, quickly, and immediately. 3 tax refund disbursement choices for you in less than 24 hours. Visa e-card, paper check, and direct deposit. Get your money back without delays. PJ Tax Service has your back. It is your money, so get it now. PJ Tax Service. You like the way we do your taxes. PJ Tax Service. You feel like a lottery or a sweepstake winner. Act now. Call 301-593-4879 or 301-593-4897 or come to our office, 11207A, Lockwood Drive, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20901. Or you can visit us online, www.pjtaxservice.com.
Okay? So we think the Christians feel like the Catholics in France are sinners in the hands of an angry God. God is really angry, and their feet are sliding in due time. Okay? So we think the people need to rise up. As Martin Luther King used to say, we have to be drum majors of justice. We cannot just sit idly, quietly, and watch people being slaughtered in Africa. Then we are benefiting from the oil and the resources of the motherland. So the French people need to start speaking up against their own government. Already, Cameroonian immigrants and other African immigrants in France are already protesting against most of these colonial governments. So the French people need to be doing the same thing. They need to start protesting, okay? So the cathedral is just a building, so it can burn. That's okay. But what is worse, when people die, there's no way. Emmanuel Macron, the French president, was saying, okay, in 5 years, we'll rebuild the cathedral. In 5 years, are we going to be able to bring back to life all the people who have been dying in Amazonia and other parts of Africa? We don't think so. So let's think that we should now stop the actions of cruel colonialism in this part of the world, in the motherland, because it's not good, okay? Now that we've had time to say this, we want to go now into the Trump investigation. Today, AG Barr is going to release the Mueller report. Interestingly, the whole report is not going to be released. The games that Mueller has played is, he already knew that the Trump administration is going to play games. He will not want the whole report to be released. So he started breaking his case into bits. He started sending part of it to courts so that Donald Trump cannot control some of these courts. So it doesn't dilute the power of his report. But his report is going to be released today. Even though it is going to be redacted, it's still going to have all the information there. The missing thing in this report is just that there was no intent. So the report exonerates President Trump because they could not interview him. He refused to be interviewed by the Mueller team. So they could not really establish the fact of intent, because the legal purpose, what was the intention of this person? How would you know the intention of this person just from only writings? They would have had a way to collaborate intent by interviewing the subject, who is the president. But the sitting president, Mr. Donald Trump, refused to be interviewed by the Mueller team. So this made the job of discovering the truth really difficult, okay? So now, when you look at this investigation, we look at it, we say this is really a revenge tragedy. In Shakespearean tragedy, you have what happens. An individual in high estate is fallen because of a fatal flaw in his character. Unlike Greek tragedy, where the gods predetermine that somebody in high estate is going to collapse and reduce his estate, in the world today, when we look at the American investigation shared by Mueller, it is just like a Shakespearean tragedy, where King Trump is falling because of his own weakness. By colluding with the Russians, people feel like he did something wrong for his country, and they want a revenge. We've made some videos which have shown you that the Cold War 2.0 is on. So we feel like America and Russia are not friends. So by colluding with Russia, you are colluding with the enemy. So there is also the element of obstruction of justice. And that's really where they are really getting Mr. Trump, because they feel like he really tried to obstruct justice at every turn. He made the Mueller investigation difficult.
Place so I can get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy's shape. When I say his services are the best in the states where it's born, he even take care of your tax forms, fat refunds. So come get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing. No waiting, this man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
So it was difficult to really go through this investigation because it puts a lot of stumbling blocks on the path. But Mr. Mueller still did a great job, a brilliant job, because this investigation resulted in the incrimination of so many people who were in the Trump camp. Michael Flynn is one. He was Mr. Trump's national security advisor. The investigation resulted in the incrimination of this individual. Then there's also Paul Manafort, who was Mr. Trump's campaign manager. All these two guys have very close ties to the Russians and people close to the Kremlin. So eventually, they were able to be incriminated. Paul Manafort is now in jail, so is Mr. Flynn. So all these two individuals did the wrong thing. Then they also have their juniors who were trying to also hide the truth. So when we look at what is happening, it's just like we're watching a Shakespearean tragedy, a revenge tragedy. The Americans want to revenge against somebody who has killed democracy in their country. So when we look at this, just like in Shakespeare's Hamlet, there is the play within a play, the murder of Gonzago. That is a play staged by Hamlet to discover the truth about who killed his father. Similarly, the Mueller investigation is just like a play within a play. It is a segment that was designed to find out the truth about who killed American democracy. Is the individual Donald Trump? Of course, the answer is yes. Trump killed American democracy by colluding with the Russians. Even though he was not able to speak publicly and be interviewed for this investigation, the people still know that their president is a criminal and they're going to take steps. The fortunate thing is America is a country of laws. So we're going to find out if this individual is clean or is not really clean. So we're going to find out about all of this stuff, and that's what the Mueller investigation is all about. By redacting the report, we're just delaying a problem, because there's more information that is going to be revealed by this report. Congress is going to take many steps to make sure that they see the full report. So even though the Trump administration is trying to block them at every turn, America is an example of a country of laws. Why are we bringing this to you, my fellow Africans? It's because we want to show you that what happens when you live in a country where there is a true separation of powers. As much as the executive branch is trying to expand its powers, the other branches of government, the judiciary and the legislature, are fighting to maintain this balance. This is what should happen in a real democracy. Unfortunately, in Africa, we have the one-man rule, even though on paper we have a democratic system, but we allow one person to usurp power, to hijack the whole state. Everybody needs to have checks and balances. When you don't have checks and balances, it's difficult for you to really have a full functioning democracy.
Life insurance money secrets of millionaires and billionaires exposed. Discover how America's rich and famous exploit these arcane tools to build fabulous wealth. Why should these big white guys have all the fun? Let Prince Ojong, the celebrity author of The Miraculous Millionaire, show you the little understood life insurance way to riches. Are you still doubting the good things that life insurance can do for you? Trust strategies, estate planning, 401k rollover, annuity contract, cash value, education funding, executive benefits, income protection, life protection, living benefits, mortgage protection, tax-free retirement? Think and grow rich with life insurance. Your amazing journey to wealth begins by calling Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131.
So we need checks and balances. So we can learn a lot from the Mueller investigation. It teaches us that no man, however great, can be above the law. So all the presidents in African countries need to be beyond the law. They cannot be above the law. So we need to check them, okay? They need to be accountable. But most of them don't want to be accountable. Then they create private armies to kill people who oppose them. So those days are over. With this show, we are arming you with the knowledge you need to start fighting these dictators, to start fighting and toppling them. Already, much of what we've been doing is working. You saw what happened in Algeria. You saw what happened in Zimbabwe. You've seen now what is happening in Sudan. We just covered Sudan and Algeria a few weeks ago, and they are down. Next, we're covering Cameroon, which is the next stage where we're telling the Cameroonians, it is time for you to take power into your own hands. You've waited for so many years. The Western powers are not going to come to liberate you. You have to fight for your own liberation, which is the message we have for you today, all the Cameroonians. Don't sit there and be scared that, oh, I don't want to die. It is good to die for a just cause. If not, you'll just be like an animal living in the forest. You want to aspire to greatness. So you want to die for something meaningful. God would be on your side. You want to be a martyr of freedom, which is the message that we have for you, Africans, and especially Cameroonians. Don't sit there and die in fear. As William Shakespeare says in a play called Julius Caesar, cowards die many times before their death. You don't be a coward. I know some of you told me, oh, I'm afraid to subscribe to your show because I don't want to be targeted by the government. You are a coward, so you get out of my face. You are a coward. If you're a coward, then you die many times. It's like you've been dying and dying and dying. Yeah. But those people who are in jail today, like people like Maurice Kamto, they are no longer prisoners. The people who put them in jail are the true prisoners because they are not free. They are working every day to come up with excuses, what to do to make sure that they can maintain their hold on power. But the people who are in jail are now free. The jail now gives them an environment where they can exercise their freedom. Look at Nelson Mandela. When he went to jail, this is when all his aspirations came to pass. When he went to jail, it made him to become very, very popular. So the ideas that he had were now flourishing. Just like one of our friends says, blood is the water to water martyrdom, okay? So with our blood, we're going to become true martyrs. So long live Africa. We're going to give you a song, My Country, which we're going to celebrate our countries. So we celebrate your country and long live Africa. God bless you.
Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.
Professor Bandeko support.